Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay. So, welcome to our next session on studying the Dhamma. Writing an essay, I think, as a matter of practice, and I think you have understood. Yeah. And then there is another sections on the page number 46. Have you been looking at or not?
I've read through this, yeah. 46.
There is a life of the Buddha on 54. And then there's a section on a Sila, page 80.
Sila Dhamma.
Yeah, so that's altogether 5 sections. One essay, writing an essay, and that basically to remember the Dhammas, and then expanding from that. And the second is the principles, the Dhammas. And then the third one is, where is the third one? Yeah, on page number 46. It's all about the duties of individual duties of people. And then the life of the Buddha and the 5 precepts. So it's all together 5. So today we will look at the 3 goods or 3 good deeds of a wise individual, wise people. It's called a Sappurisa Panyati. Panyati. So let's go good deeds. Good deeds of wise one. Wise one. Right? So that's called Sappurisa. Sab means the good, Purisa means people, Panyati means the established. Good deeds of the wise ones. Number 1 is called a dana. Number 2, what's number 2?
Renunciation of worldly matters. Babaja.
Called Babaja. And then number 3?
Supporting our parents to the best of our ability. Mata Pitu.
Mata Pitu
Apatana.
Upatana. Upatana. So these are the 3 things known as the good deeds of a wise ones, or basically wise people should do these 3 things. Why do you think these 3 are the wise ones' actions?
Because giving makes you a better person.
Giving makes you a better person.
What's renunciation mean?
renunciation means giving up.
Giving up.
Giving up.
Worldly
Giving
matters.
away.
Eh?
Giving away.
Giving away worldly matters.
Hmm. Hmm. And then
Looking after your parents.
looking after parents. So this is generosity or giving or sharing. Right?
Amisadana.
Hmm?
Amisadana.
That's the two things. And then pabaja, renunciation, renounce, giving up.
Sensual pleasures,
Yeah.
which often prevent us.
Mata pita upatthana, looking after parents. Looking after parents. So dana, as we know, is means a giving.
Mhm.
Right? And in giving, there are giving. We are giving with respect, and also giving is part that to overcome our stinginess and the attachment. Okay? So there are two types of giving. One is called amisa, and then another one is dhammadana. Okay?
Mhm.
Amisa means giving materials, any materials.
To others.
Yeah. Any materials that you give to others. Dhammadana is advice,
Sharing the Buddhist teachings.
sharing any knowledge to sort out their problems, and any advice that makes them better. That's the Dhammadana. Now, in terms of the Amisa Puja, Amisa, this is like you give anything that thinking that giving will help that person. Right? So that's the Amisa Puja, Amisa Dana. There are 5 conditions when you give. So number 1, you give with respect or faith. So there is a giving with faith. Right? You may wish to write it down if you want, or maybe later we can make a note. With faith, with respect, timely giving, and then timely giving and with kindness. Kindness and compassion. And then the last one, that giving won't affect you or others. Okay, so these are the 5 things that we have to think about. Okay? So faith, that's that my giving has fruit. After I have given, I am doing my part, and that giving will also help other people, those who received it. And that is a real faith in it. And a respect, and this respect, something like, suppose the example is giving away and giving is different.
What do you mean?
Giving away is that something that you don't like it and you just give away. And materials that you don't need it anymore, or you just think that just let it go, without any thought of a concept of giving. And whereas giving here, we're giving with great respect. Like, let's say, suppose when you see someone begging on the street, sometimes people toast away, right? Give like this, and then not respecting of their own giving as well as a person who is receiving. And this is again, this giving is actually demonstrating that a giver is in a high state than a receiver. So basically projecting that I am better than you. Ego involves in there. And then the conceit is there. So that is the giving as a shake of a...
to show you're better.
Yeah. So that's not giving with the faith. And also respect here, you're not respecting your own giving and also a receiver. So you're not respecting that. Right? So then here, and when it comes to the Buddhist monks, again, sometimes people just say, this is for you, without thinking. They think that, okay, just want to give, or sometimes that may not be valuable or may not be usable. They just want to give. There are occasions that, suppose you go traveling around and then in the hotels, there are free shampoos and soaps and those things. And they brought it and offer it to monks. That's not a good giving. That's not not giving with a faith, nor with a respect.
Plus stealing.
Yeah, plus stealing. So that's why when you give, we have to give with respect. So that's why when you're coming to offer the dana, always giving it to two hands, and with a great respect. So that respect is you're respecting the material that you're offering, as well as respecting a person who is receiving. So in that case, what happens that we are mutual relationship now. So when you give, again, we have to give with respect.
What's the first one? Faith.
Faith.
Giving with faith. What does it mean by giving with faith?
Giving with a faith means you have a faith of giving has good benefit. The concept of a giving has good benefits. And then further, you have the faith that whatever you are giving is going to be for the good cause. And then now when it comes to the offering to the monks and ascetics, then that is like we have faith in them and then you're giving it. So that's the faith. And then the third one is the timely. Now, timely giving is like when monks, suppose in terms of the monks, when the monks are about to leave, and we are giving something for their journey. That's a timely giving. When they are sick, so you are giving something to cure the sickness. That's timely giving. and then a lunchtime giving is a timely giving. Uh, um, there is one big event is the Katina, the Rove offering. That's also known as the timely giving,
Why timely?
because that's the only time that you can
Oh,
give.
yeah.
Rest of other time you cannot. So that's why it's a timely giving. It's called a Kala Dana. Further on, timely giving, like suppose you're walking somewhere and then somebody is hungry, then you're giving food to them. So that's the timely giving. So like that, right? So that's the timely giving. When somebody is traveling far and thirsty, you're offering a glass of water. That's a timely giving, like that. There are cases where monks were traveling and given the food or a shelter or a water, and the results are recorded that they, after their death, they reborn in the heavenly realms, just because of the single acts, like that, the timely giving. And there are people, whenever we have events here in the center, whenever we have events, and when I announce that whoever wants to offer for the travels, so travel expenses also timely giving, then people come forward and then offering. And the same with our event, which on 17th of May. Now this is also whatever we are organizing and whatever people are sponsoring, that is also known as the timely giving. Like the hotel accommodation that we have booked. So there are people sponsoring those hotels. So that's a timely giving. Like same with now food sponsorship that's coming. So that's also timely giving, like that, right? And then the fourth one is kindness and compassion. So kindness and compassion here is referring to, if it's for the monks, it's from the kindness. If it's for the other general people, then would be compassion. This is also hoping to help others with a helping mind. So that's why it's a compassion. Helping mind. Somebody, when they are going through difficulties, then you come forward and then helping with any materials. So that's the one. Not only materials, so even the advices also counts here.
Yeah, but you've not to expect anything in return when
No.
you're giving, no?
No, you're not expecting anything in return, but you are freely giving it. So that's the compassion, or a helping, thought of a helping. And the last one is, so this is the important one. Last one is important one. Sometimes you may have so much faith in, let's say, a monk, and you have so much faith, let's say, and you have a 20 pounds, and you offer all 20 pounds, then that is affecting your livelihood, because you don't have money to go back home, or you don't have money to buy food, so then that's affecting you. Yeah, so that is not good giving. And then one effect to others here, so whatever you're giving, it won't harm them.
What do you mean?
Whatever you're giving things or advice to other people, and that items or materials won't harm them. That's like giving poisons. It will harm. So that sort of things should not be given. There are, I think if I remember correctly, there are few things like this is for the monks actually. You should not offer to the monks raw meat. It will affect, and then any substance that is against the Vinaya, so I should not give like that. So that will affect them.
How would raw meat affect them?
I'm not sure, but this is one of the things that you should not give. Raw meat. So anyway, this needs to be wiser when you give. So you should not put yourself in danger. That's all. It's like that I normally say that you don't give if you are in trouble. So first think about yourself and then give. So that's these are the giving. Right? There will be another one here adds on, which I think we'll study next time. It's called Abhaya. It doesn't come on this section, but it will come later. Abhaya, which means forgiveness. This forgiveness also comes on the dana. Forgiving others, forgiving yourself. So that's the forgiveness, also known as giving. And that's why this is the first principle that a wise person should do. Now let's go to the second part. Do you want to read the second one?
Renunciation of worldly matters, pavaja. This includes especially kamaguna. Kamaguna, right?
Kamaguna, yes.
Sensual pleasures, which often prevents us from realizing the impermanence of all things,
Anicca.
anicca, and grasping the teaching of non-self, anatta. To put in extra effort towards renunciation, an individual can ask for permission at a monastery to ordain temporarily or on a more permanent basis as a monk, nun, or an 8 preceptor, a pakau in white clothes. Pavaja can thus be used as a term for a candidate for the order of monks and nuns. It can also be regarded as a model or ideal to which one aspires.
Okay, so the Pavaja is, there are 3 sections comes. Ahimsa, and then Sanyama, and then Tama. Ahimsa is non-violence. Sanyama means mindfulness, or mindfulness, yeah. Oh, no, not mindfulness, awareness. And then Tama is patience. Yeah, so Pavaja is, now think about violence, think about not being aware, and think about not having a patience. So here it's not talking about the material things, it's talking about the inner quality.
Yeah, but what does it say here? Renunciation of worldly matters.
Yeah, worldly matters. is we have to remember worldly matters here, talking about 5 senses. Kama guna. So it says kama guna. So kama guna, sensual pleasure. So it's eye, ear, tongue, nose, and a body. So we are renouncing to pleasantness, or
What does renouncing mean again? Giving up.
giving up. Giving up. Not entertaining these. So that's why kama guna is that, and then we are basically pabbajja is restraining. Another word is restraining. So restraining. Restraining. Restraining these 5 things, or entertainment through these 5 senses. So that's why this is inner quality. Like eye entertains with the object that we see. Ear entertains with the sounds that we hear. And the tongue, the taste. The nose, the smell. The body is the tangible things. So not attached to those, and able to live a simple life.
So if you see a nice pretty flower, there's no point saying that's a pretty flower, you say flower. Smell.
You can say pretty flowers, but not to take it. Suppose that you're walking around and then you see a pretty flower and you take it out. So that's not the right one. You can say that this is a nice flower, but not attachment.
Then that's attachment, is it not?
It's not attachment yet. You have just recognized that this is a flower. But if you have a desire to take it, then that's the wrong thing. Okay? So that's the restraining. And then these ones, like, it's very easy that we will be offended, or there will be very easy that we want something with violently in those cases. So maintaining non-violence, or another one is peace. Peace, non-violence, ahimsa. So Buddhism is also known as the teachings of ahimsa. And one of the famous example that normally people quote is the Mahatma Gandhi. He was protesting with the concept of ahimsa. So that's why in Hinduism it's called ahimsa paramo dhammo. Ahimsa paramo dhammo. So ahimsa, the non-violence, is the paramo is a great dhamma. And that's again in Buddhism, this is a part of the teachings, ahimsa, in every means. Like I think I have mentioned many times in our reflections. For the monks, is different than for the lay people. For lay peoples, there will be some violence involved, but for the monks, the Buddha clearly said that if somebody causes any resentment, and if you have any little bit of the arrogant or angry arises in your mind, then you haven't understood the Dhamma yet. You are, no, he didn't say you haven't understood the Dhamma. He said that.
Way to go.
Huh?
You've got a long way to go.
he said that you are not my my son. So that's he said. And there's a story of a monk who was going to Sunaparanta village, not village, the town that people very arrogant, and this monk somehow, like a black sheep, he came up with the Buddha, and then having known Buddhism, so he became a monk, and he practiced the Dhamma for some times. And after practicing for some times, then he thought that this is a wonderful Dhamma, that I better go and teach my own town, in my own town. So he went up to the Buddha for permission. And then when he went to speak with the Buddha, and the Buddha said, "Oh, that town is so terrible. Do you think you will survive? What if they hit you?" And this monk said, "Oh, they are still very kind. They didn't break my legs or hands or my limbs." And then the Buddha said, "What if they breaks you? if they break you?" And then this monk said, "Oh, they are still very kind. They didn't kill me." And then the Buddha said, "What if they kill you?" "Oh, they are very so kind, so that I don't have to suffer anymore in this samsara." Then the Buddha said, "Okay, you are ready. Go." So that was the story of a monk who went to Sunaparanta. And that story I do relate to when I came to Aberdeen. That people were not happy, people were shouting, bullying, not bullying, harassing, honking, sort of things. And those things happened. And I told to myself, they don't know me yet, so I have to make them visible, make them aware of my existence, like that. But having said that, doesn't mean that I didn't take action. There was one incident. We were taking a picture. It's not in Aberdeen, it was in Crewe. After blessing chanting in one of the shops. And then before we leave, we took a group picture, right? And everybody was by the shop, and I was opposite of the road taking the picture with my mobile phone. And then while they were having a picture, this car passed, and they throw the beer can, the half empty beer, in half the beer, throw onto the monks. And then they laughed and honked. And somehow I managed to take the number plate of the car. And then everybody said that it's okay, these kids are like this here in Crewe. But I said, no, we have to make them aware that this is not their
pay.
And at that time I was studying about the social behaviors as well. So then I called the police. And I gave them a number plate, a police, and then we went back to King's Bromley, and then within the 3 hours time, the police rang me and said that they have got these two kids.
Did you get photographs of them?
No, just a number plate. So then the police tracked and got them, and then rang me and then said that what I want them to do. Police asked me. And then I said that well, I just wanted them to behave, and just wanted them to know that the consequences of doing such acts is not nice, and if they do it again, I prefer them to be locked. So then, so that's happened. So I did to
Did you not go and meet them?
huh?
Did you not go and meet them?
No, I didn't go to meet them. I just spoke with the police. They were on the phone as well, so they were around, and so I just spoke with them. So yeah, so I did, and then same when I was working in Aberdeen, there were moments that these little lads comes and there's like a kung fu fighting, like that, and then I also said, "Do you really want to fight with me?" And normally they run away. So like that, I did take actions, some of them, not all the time, but so that's ahimsa, right? So the Buddha's teachings is always ahimsa. And then sanyama. Sanyama is like, actually, I'm not sure the awareness either, but the sanyama is something that being aware and mindful of your actions that you do. Keep composed, and not expressing in a way that causes chaos or conflict. So that's the samyama. And another one is the restraining can be as well. Restraining also can be there, sanyama. So that's the second one. So basically, whenever things happen, you're able to let go and not reacting, but able to make yourself back and then keep yourself aware. And the Tama is patience, and this is the important one. The Tama, patience. In every situation, you may able to maintain in a calm patience in all the situation, not expressing in a way that people can see that we are angry. So that's the Tama.
How doesn't it go into these here, Ajahn?
I think these are basically explaining very short, so short explanation. So this is a bit elaborated. So that's the Pabbaja.
Yeah, but you said the last one's patience, but how's that giving up worldly matters?
It's not just the worldly matters that I said. The worldly matter is about these things. The Tama, worldly matter here. Now, when somebody shouted at you, patience. So giving away other things and patiently, ability to be patient there. And when suppose you're searching for the job, and it's so hard, and then there is a patience of, okay, and there is a light after the tunnel, like that. So that's the Tama. And then enduring the different environments that you are in. So that's also giving away your comforts, giving away your luxuries, your ego as well. So that's why that's Tama. Okay. So the last one is Mata Pitu Upathana. For the last one, we have to go back, go the bottom, which one? Go to the in order to understand that one, we have to go the page number 50. Yeah. So page number 50, this one is called, there are 5 ways that the children minister to their parents. Yeah. Just as my parents have loved and cared for me, I will love and care for them. I will do their work for them. I will uphold the honor and tradition of the family. I will make myself worthy of my heritage. I will give alms and dedicate the merit to my parents after they have gone. And these 5 a child will do because there are other 5 things that the parents have done to children. So number 1, the B one here. They protect their children and restrain them from wrongdoing. They bring their children up to do what is right. They provide education and training for them. They arrange a suitable marriage, and our customs now differ for some Buddhists. And this is now can be seen in 2 ways. One is love marriage or the arranged marriages. And then the 5th one, they give what is due to them and pass on the inheritance at the proper time. So these are the 5 principles. Based on that, as a result, this is good deeds, 5 principles from Singalavada Sutta. So that is the reason that we should look after, take care of parents.
Yeah, but how would that work? Say their parents put you away for adoption when you were very young.
Still, they have a kindness.
And say you never got on with your parents your whole life. How could you put that into practice?
They have to see that the parents have, particularly mother or parents, both endured until you were born. And because of their conditions somehow, then you put into the adoption. Didn't kill you, like that. Like there is one story. He was from, I think I've told this story. He was from Punjab and he was neglected by his parents. And somehow in the 1960s, when England needed, the UK needed labor, so he managed to came to UK and always had this resentment to see parents, never wanted to talk until he met me, and then I spoke with him many occasions about the parents. So then on one occasion he did realize, and so he went back to Punjab to see the parents before their departure, and like that. So that's why the parents are sometimes difficult to see their deeds, but we are still alive in a way because of they have given a birth to us, and they have looked after at least for some times.
Yeah, but it must be very difficult. Say your parents abused you when you were young, it must be extremely difficult to practice that.
Yeah, definitely. It will be difficult for such cases. Not only that, now because of the economic migration, people traveled abroad and left children at home, and they don't see children for many years sometimes, and as a result children can develop the animosity towards parents and can't get on with them. plenty of stories such. So there are some cases that it's difficult to practice. Right, okay. So these are the 3 good deeds of a wise one. Right? What's the third one written? Can you read out before we start?
Yes, we on again.
Night 29.
29. The third one, supporting our parents to the best of our ability. Mata Pitu
Mata Pitu
Appa
Upatthana.
Upadana. We do this by loving, helping and caring for them, especially when they are ill or become old, assisting them in their work, keeping the family's honour and reputation, particularly by conducting oneself virtuously and cherishing our parents' memory when they are gone.
Right? So that's right. In Buddhism, whenever parents passed away, people will come to do the special chanting, and every year in their death anniversaries also will come and do the offerings, dana, and making a merit and dedicating it to them. Right, so these are the 3 dhammas that a wise one should reflect on. Okay, so we'll stop here and let's prepare for the chanting. Yeah, we finished.